Coming up on First at 4, are you a procrastinator and waited to file your state and federal income taxes today? We'll tell you what you need to know and find out the unique way a family farm in Eastern Kentucky adapted during this COVID-19 pandemic.
The heat and humidity continue, but a few storms move in tomorrow. First at 4 is next.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, a story we've been following for most of the day here in Perry County. Highway 15 near Grapevine in northern Perry County is still closed following a crash this morning. This is video from a little earlier today. It happened near the entrance to the Coalfields Industrial Park. Police tell us a coal truck and a car crashed head-on. We still do not know the extent of the injuries at this time. Now here are some detours. If you are coming from Breathitt County, take Highway 1146. If you're coming from Perry County, you can take Highway 267. We hope to have more on this crash later tonight, and of course we'll let you know when that section of highway reopens. Been closed quite a while now. We have some breaking news in the investigation into a missing Pike County man. Crystal Williams turned herself in to police in Lexington. Now, the Pikeville Police Department was looking for Williams in connection to the disappearance of Wesley Hook. Hook has been missing since June, but a burned car belonging to Hook's father was found near the Robinson Creek area on July 3rd. Human remains were found inside the car, but were burned beyond recognition. Police believe the remains are of Hook, but are awaiting official confirmation. We'll have more on this latest development coming up tonight at 6. Well, today is the tax filing deadline for federal and state income taxes. It was pushed back 3 months due to the pandemic. WYMT's Madison Program stopped by a tax service business today and has more.
Today is the tax filing deadline, which because of COVID-19 was moved from April 15th to July 15th. Here at J&J Accounting Tax Service in London, they continue to work around the clock to make sure their clients' taxes are taken care of, especially in a time with so many changes. The deadline to ensure your taxes are filed is by midnight tonight. Natalie Ingstrand, office manager, says COVID-19 impacted their business in several ways and added many variables, not only for them, but for their clients.
A drop-off box at one point sitting here, they'd knock on the door, it's here in the box, and then they'd take off, and then we'd come out and spray folders, lay them out for 48 hours to make sure that, you know, there was no issue that way at all.
Now there is an option for a filing extension, which would extend the deadline to October 15th. For now in Laurel County, Madison Program, WYMT Mountain News.
We'll have more on the tax deadline and how it impacts you coming up at 6.
Well, it's been a pretty hot, not too humid of a day, but it feels pretty warm out there when you step out the door. As we take you up to that Whitesburg camera, you could see plenty of sunshine that we've seen throughout the day. 90 degrees and actually feeling that way. Dew points are on the lower side, right near 57 degrees for that dew point in Williamsburg. So it feels like 90 out there. Thank goodness we don't have to deal with that humidity on top of it. Lower 90s for a lot of us. 90 in Jackson, 88 in Pikeville, 91 in London and Monticello, nice warm 92 in Bell County down in Middlesboro. Like I said, dew points aren't too bad today. We're still seeing those temperatures, or really dew point temperatures, into that kind of comfortable to slightly getting sticky to slightly uncomfortable into some spots if you're getting closer to the mid 60s like Pikeville, Prestonsburg, and Ashland, but not feeling too bad, especially compared to the dew points we're going to see over the next couple of days. Tonight we'll drop it near about 72 degrees with those mostly clear skies. So looking at a pretty warm night ahead, and that heat and humidity continues heading into tomorrow. But we also start to bring back a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. We'll see more showers and storms Friday and Saturday with those hot and humid conditions. I'll have more details on that coming up in a little bit.
All right, thank you, Paige. When COVID-19 began, many people, including farmers, found themselves in a rut. But one family farm in London tried to turn it into an opportunity. WYMT's Lacey Roberts joins us now from Laurel County to explain.
Yeah, the owners of Cornet Farm Fresh, Brent and Rhonda Cornet, both found themselves out of work due to COVID-19. So soon after, they took a leap of faith, opening a small store just from a small vegetable crop. Now this is what their store previously looked like, open during the pandemic. They thought providing fresh produce would cut down on the worry of where your fruits and vegetables were coming from and if they were safe. Soon demand would take over, moving them to this new storefront in London. In just a few weeks open, they saw more than 1,000 new customers come to shop.
Having everything here more convenient for folks has proved to be really good. I wanted to add more Kentucky Proud products, and I think it makes a difference. I mean, people know us and they trust what they're eating, so know your farmer, know your food.
Cornet also mentioned all the products sold in the store are from local farmers, if not from their farm. And her husband also has a saying that if it could be any fresher, it'd still be in the field. But for now, in London, Lacey Roberts, WYMT Mountain News.
With coronavirus cases increasing nationwide, so does the death toll. Alabama, Utah, and Florida reported a record one-day number of COVID-19 related deaths. Florida alone reported more than 130 deaths. Data shows the U.S. is averaging around 65,000 new coronavirus cases each day and around 725 deaths each day. Well, do you live in the Pulaski County area and would like to get tested for COVID-19? A free COVID-19 drive-through testing site is being held tomorrow from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. in the Pulaski County High School parking lot. 400 tests are available. There is no need for appointments and no eligibility requirements to be met. You do not even need to leave your vehicle. Test results are expected within 48 to 72 hours. Lake Cumberland Health Department will follow up with a phone call to provide results. In Logan County, West Virginia, a 3-year-old girl tested positive for the coronavirus. Health officials there say the girl was tested during a drive-through Monday. It's believed the girl contracted the virus from a family member. Currently, officials say she is not showing any symptoms. Several young children have also tested positive here in Kentucky in the last few days. The Trump administration is rolling out a new system today for the way it collects data about the spread of the coronavirus. The Department of Health and Human Services sent a letter to hospitals demanding they send information directly to HHS in Washington and not the CDC in Atlanta. That data includes the number of coronavirus patients as well as available beds and ventilators. The department says the move is to more efficiently streamline data gathering, but the portal collecting the information is not available to the public. The department reports directly to the president, while the CDC is viewed as a public agency.
We're not being guided by science and by public health principles. We've seen a sidelining of the CDC.
The president publicly disagreed with the CDC guidelines for reopening schools. He recently retweeted a former game show host accusing the CDC of lying about the coronavirus. COVID-19 continues to impact everyday life. For some businesses, it will be felt long after the pandemic is under control. WYMT's Will Puckett has more from one small business owner in London.
There's a novelty to small coffee shops. You go in, get a cup of coffee, maybe even some food, sit down and enjoy some company. But due to COVID-19, that is now changing. Darlene Smith is the owner of Something's Brewing Coffee Shop in London. She says since March, her business and the number of customers that come in has dropped drastically. While she is starting to see her business thankfully pick back up, the way she runs it has changed forever.
We kind of don't think it's ever going to be the same. We thought in June or July it would be better, but, you know, we now just don't think it is. Like, you know, it's worse, we think, now than before.
Now, because of that drop in business, Smith has had to change to just Monday through Friday. She is now closed on Saturday. She hopes that things can get back to normal sooner rather than later. In London, Will Puckett, WYMT Mountain News.
Smith says she is just lucky to have devoted customers. Walmart, the world's largest retailer, is joining the growing list of companies requiring that all customers wear masks. Of course, here in Kentucky, the governor has already ordered a mask mandate for people while in public, with a few exceptions. Walmart's requirement goes into effect Monday. There's currently no federal mandate on masks. The CDC recommends wearing a face covering in public to reduce the spread of COVID-19. Let's head over to Wall Street now. This Wednesday afternoon, the Dow closes up today more than 227 points. Straight ahead on First at 4, coronavirus cases are spiking in Bell County. We talked to coaches there about keeping their players safe during practices.
Scattered showers and thunderstorms return tomorrow, but how long will they stick around? I'll have that answer coming up.